I wanted to talk about, I've been meaning to talk about Eli Wetzel's book on Night. Because, and I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to break it all the way down. Like, I'm really going to go in on this, John, because I think it should be done. And it talks about the disposition of our society. But what bothers me more than anything that I've ever seen from a book is that every book I've ever read has the same reoccurring things that society experiences all the time. All the time. It's like Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. He died, right? Everybody know the feds killed Dr. Martin Luther King. Coretta Scott King sued the feds and got money for it. And people still be like, oh no, we need the federal jobs and stuff like that, black people. And it's shocking to me to look at people and to know the history and know you're not going to change it because you're going to be the same sheep that's going to continue business as usual. And I watch women on this show. I don't like watching these type of shows with the girls. I really don't. I'm about to really cut back on negative stuff, but I don't like watching the shows because what it does is it really exposes a lot of people thoughts, right? And the girl was like, if I wanted to go, the top pop the balloon John, she like, if I wanted to go back in time or whatever, I'll go back to the Dr. Martin Luther King civil rights era. They like, I would want to march with him. But yet you got people, maybe not at the stature of Dr. Martin Luther King, but you got people over here fighting for rights, minority rights right now. Why you ain't out there right now? I mean, why you not out here fighting right now? Because we got the same problems right now. So it makes you wonder, do people really, I don't know if she actually thought that answer out, or if she lives in a bubble where she don't see it. I'm going to even show, I don't know if the copyright going to let me do this, but I want to show y'all how hypocritical America is, where the January 6th bull, Enrico, he trolling now the cop that testified on him, got him to 22 years. So anybody who know about that, they going, I'll try to bring it up with pictures and stuff like that. So he trolling him, he like, use a pussy, stuff like that. And the guy, the cop is like, yeah, whatever. He trying to stand his face, but he can't do nothing. His hands is tied. Why? Because he's a cop. He's going to lose his job, his pension, all that type of stuff. He don't want to catch a case, stuff like that. And he's baiting him. He baiting him. He like, come on, come here, come on, beat me up, come on. He baiting him. I mean, it's childish, and they're grown men. I'm talking about in their 40s, more than likely, both of them. And it's childish. But let me tell you something about Enrico, and I said this while watching it. I said, Enrico hurt. He's so hurt that he took it out his time to go troll bull and chase him. That's how hurt he is, right? And I know that pain. Because just like Enrico was set up, he felt like he was set up. And he probably was. I mean, how you going to charge me with something? I was in a hotel room. You charging me with something that people was doing outside. I was banned to go there, and you still gave me the case. And I have a similar situation where you giving me a case of something I wasn't even there. What are you talking about? I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. And they gave me the case. So when you see me posting stuff like about Rich Ronho or even about my ex and stuff like that, that's out of sheer hatred and pain because of the betrayal. Then not only the betrayal, but here I'm out now. You see what I'm saying? Like, not only that I'm out now, but more than likely, I'm going to get my record expunged. I'm going to get bread from the case. And you see what's happening with immigrants. Alexandria Greenwood going to get kicked out this country, yo. Her cousin too. Her brother too. You see what I'm saying? Why is that? Because everything that I went through is literally playing out right in front of everybody else's eyes. It's playing out right in front of everybody's eyes, yo. Why is that? I really wonder why that is. What does that say? Because I'm going to tell you, Allah was really upset when they locked me up and they didn't let me get bail. Upset enough to make the world sick, right? I know y'all won't believe that because you're like, Allah wouldn't do that for you. You don't know what God would do for me. God split the Red Sea for Moses and his followers. You have no idea what God would do for me. See, when you are oppressing somebody, when you're oppressing people that don't deserve it, when you're oppressing a soul or a spirit that's been here, that got a vengeful spirit, that's been here for years, there is a reason why I'm the type of person that I am. I was saving people. You understand that? I was saving people. I got more saves under my belt than y'all people got sexual intercourses or sexual encounters. What do you call that? I got more of that than most of y'all people got sexual encounters. That's how much I loved my people. And if some of the dudes that I grew up with wasn't so jealous, they would admit that too. And that's just while growing up. I'm saving people as a teenager. Now, to think that I didn't destroy lives too, that would be insane. Because the same way you have love, you have hatred too. It's not that I had hatred. I had no idea what I was doing. I was still a kid. And I don't think people really realize that most people, they grow up, they bump their head. Like we the blind leading the blind when you young. Got a group of friends and stuff like that. Y'all the blind leading the blind. You just try to do the best that you can as you get older to make sure you don't repeat the same process, but it's still the blind leading the blind. You can't turn back the hands of time and change that. But imagine being a teenager with the urge or the inclination to go save people. Think about that. Think about that gift. Think about that curse. Think about that burden for a child. I get on here and tell you stories of how I risked my freedom and life to save people. And that's wallahi. I can't even tell you how many times I've done that. And like I said, if the people that I grew up with wasn't so jealous, they would admit that. I was out here saving people, putting my life on the line, my relationship with my family on the line. Meanwhile, we have a society of people that allow things to happen. Or you participate. I never participated in oppression. I never participated in oppression, yo. You understand that? Can you imagine? I think y'all got enough. It's 50 of y'all. You don't need me. Think about that. I never participated in oppression. I'm always the one being oppressed. Oh, it's 6 on 50? Who got the 6, you think? And we rocking. It always was that. What, I need to go ahead and 50 on 1-4, on 2-4. What was that? And that's what I see. That's what I see. And all y'all got that spirit in you. I see that. I see that in society. Where y'all like, oh yeah, I'm in the in crowd now. But you're not even in the in crowd because you don't even like them neither. What type of fucking insanity is that? Y'all so hateful that y'all okay with oppressing a person, but soon as you done oppressing a person, y'all back to being enemies to the next person. Tell me who wins in that. Tell me who wins. Because that's what we see now. And with that cop, right? The boy in Rico said, the boy that was locked up for the 22 years that got the pardon for the Proud Boys. He said, it would have been all right if they did that, if they gave me the 22 years. Like, he felt inflicted, like you inflicted a harm on me. You tried to take my life, you gave me 22 years. So here he's like, yo, it would have been all right if you would have did that in front of me, like not in front of my family. But you did it in front of my family. I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. I just was fighting for my life. I know what that feels like. So he said, you did it in front of my family. That is a violation. I'll never forgive that. Let me tell you what the cop said when the boy was heckling him at the elevator. He said, my family was there. And it would have been all right if it was just me getting on the elevator, but my family was getting on the elevator too. And I seen the looks on their face, and I'll never forgive that. You know what the reporter said? The reporter said Enrico said the same thing. So if two people on opposite ends are saying the same thing, what does that say? Anybody explain what that says? Somebody explain that to me. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means y'all hypocrites. That means that you will do to somebody what you didn't like done to you. Now I want to ask somebody something. If you're watching somebody get bullied in front of you, say some kid or something like that, you watching a kid get bullied in front of you, something like that, you gonna stop it? You gonna be like, yo, what you doing? Like, don't treat nobody like that, yo. You gonna join in? Well, let me also ask you a question about that. Are you gonna be the bully too? What you just seen the Jews do? They got some nerve to be doing a genocide in Gaza. They got some nerve, yo. Because let me explain something to you. Why would you use your parents and grandparents' suffering to do the same suffering that they went through to somebody else? Nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? It didn't even happen to you. I call that dick eating. I be like, yo, why they be dick eating so bad? Mind your fucking business. I only say it because my thing is, if you ain't gonna do good, then you should mind your fucking business. But to think that you would use your grandparents and parents' suffering to inflict that same suffering on a group of people that had nothing to do with the Holocaust. They allowed y'all in Palestine to get away from the Holocaust. Their parents and grandparents. And this is what you do. I could never befriend you. But to think that you would do the same thing to somebody else after you know about it is insane. And at this moment right now, it makes me question everybody, everything, everywhere. I question it all. I really do. I ain't lying to you. It makes me question everything, everybody, everywhere. Because going to jail for 8 to 16 like I was sentenced to for a crime I didn't commit is one thing. But walking the dead body of your children blown to pieces to a hospital? And then you got a nerve to say, we're trying to strike Hamas. Where the fuck was Hamas at when you bombed that child? The evil walking on this earth is so despicable and is so disgusting that I can't tolerate it. That I can't tolerate it. Every social media app has negative bullshit on it. Negative bullshit. You niggas ain't even tough enough to be... You niggas ain't even tough enough to be normal or neutral online. If nobody is checking for this and seeing the signs, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. This is the signs of a people about to go to war. Because I know y'all never been to war before, right? You could cut the tension in the air like this. With your hand, you could separate the thickness in the air. You know what that is? That's fear. That's fear. And you know what the jinn does with fear? Thank God it's Ramadan, alhamdulillah. They thrive off of it. And they'll have you making real weird decisions. Because until I became courageous, it had me doing the same thing. See, I don't front and act like I don't know what that feels like. I just know I'm not sitting there doing it and oppressing other people with it. Imagine starving women and children of the Jews. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? You're not giving them electricity and medicine and food? What the fuck is wrong with you? They not even fighters. You got the game fucked up. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Nope. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Then you got silly ass Americans putting my YouTube in the dungeon because they don't like what I'm saying. This shit is out of control. And we about to go to war. Do one good thing tomorrow. One thing. Wake up one day. One thing. You wake up tomorrow and do one good thing. Like not send a missile and blow up a woman and child tomorrow. How about that? Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. America, y'all tripping too. Blowing up Tesla cars and stupid shit like that. You need to explain to me. Well, y'all may not know we about to go to war. And of course, they so silly. Our government is so silly. They're not even going to tell us. But anybody with a brain can see this as like, this is how you start wars. This is how you start wars. This is how you start wars, yo. Division in your household. Every time I had division in my household with the women that I was with, the police came right through that joint. Would you believe that? Why you think that was? Because we know y'all don't read no Bible or Quran or anything like that. Talking about you got a relationship with God. Or Jesus, or anybody else. Motherfuckers ain't got a relationship with nothing, not even your own family. You got a relationship with idols. Got some, yo, y'all trip, yo. I'm gonna leave this joint at that, yo. Y'all tripping, yo. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. If ain't nobody gonna tell you it, I'm telling y'all tripping. I don't hide my face. I don't care. There's nothing you can do to me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all tripping. No, you tripping. I'm going, man.